Nah, teman-teman semuanya tetap stay tune ya, karena saya akan membahas dalam 3 bahasa. Nah, kali ini mungkin pembahasannya agak berbeda masalah hutang piutang ya, karena kemarin di YouTube itu ada yang komen seorang majikan bahwa saya nggak boleh hanya membahas dari pembantunya saja, seperti itu ya. Katanya nggak adil nanti ya. Nah, every morning have to meet my face because I only get the time in the morning, normally morning, afternoon break, evening break, because my boss now working from home, so my timing is a bit more at home. If you went back to office normal, so I maybe have no time anymore because I have to run around to fetch the lunch for him and waiting for the lunch at the office, so maybe I got no time later to make up the video for you guys. Oke, nah teman-teman semuanya tetap stay tune ya, karena saya akan membahas dalam 3 bahasa. Nah, kali ini mungkin pembahasannya agak berbeda masalah hutang piutang ya, karena kemarin di YouTube itu ada yang komen seorang majikan bahwa saya nggak boleh hanya membahas dari pembantunya saja, seperti itu ya. Katanya nggak adil nanti ya. Nah, okay, so down here just I spot on the comment through YouTube channel that's actually not owned by me. I just being an actress here, an actor that is to act, to explain. This is my passion. For the YouTube channel is not done by me, but it's fine because I'm using the platform to spread the information to you. This is, I only would like to share the information in general. I don't want to say there's a to personal because every individual and every person having different personality, and I could not say that in very individual person or particularly, but I would like to share in general. So with the employer, I can't say that by one employer represented for the whole Hong Kong, right? 嗱，大家咧嚇，因為我想分享咧，淨係嗰個僱主同埋嗰個姐姐個關係嘅，咁嗰個係 general 噶嘛，係咪？唔係代表全世香港人都係咁樣，唔係。嗱，起碼大家都明白嚇。咁嗰日咧，因為我見到係嗰個 YouTube channel 咧，嗰個有個好似陳生佢個名係陳生，係咪？嗰個 surname 係陳生嘅，佢同我講嘅，咁你要係話俾你個聽響嘅，冇即係走，跟住又借錢走。嗱，好啦，我都係想同大家分享一下。嗱，講緊錢咧，真係好 sensitive 嘅，每個人都有個自己佢哋嗰個困難。係咪先？每個人有個自己個困難，每個人有佢個自己個負擔，有佢個自己嗰個encouragement。嗱，咁 every personal, every individual, every helper also having their own difficultness through the financial, through their speaking, through their communication. So that's why I just would like to explain how to communicate well with your helper. And regarding about the loan that you mentioned for, actually, even me, even every one of us, before we enter the this circle, before we came to Hong Kong, that's we supposed to pay our debt in our country. So some of the Filipino also having this kind of case that they need to pay in their country through their bank and taking a loan to pay their expenses, the expenses for before they being a domestic helper through their own country. So we have to get the procedure legal by both country, including our place Indonesia. 所以咧，菲律賓啦，或者我哋個印尼姐姐咧係過嚟之前咧係要俾錢嘅，唔係唔俾錢㗎，我哋都係俾錢幣係我哋自己個銀行嘅，但係咧我哋都係唔知道點解要喺香港俾錢。因為咧可能 喺香港俾錢又方便啲啦，同埋嗰個銀行又會喺香港都有嘅。如果菲律賓嗰個銀行又係佢嗰邊有，喺香港都有嘅。咁因為佢需要過嚟都係要俾錢，咁啱佢嗰個名已經入咗佢嗰邊㗎啦。佢嗰間係咪？咁嗰陣時咧，我哋係要7個月俾錢㗎，到而家都有要6個月俾錢㗎，所以咧呢個咧唔係我哋係想借錢㗎，唔係嚇，大家都冇誤會啊嚇嗱。This is the procedure that every domestic helper need to do it. That we need to take a loan from our country through the bank account, and then this bank will be procedure paying in Hong Kong in through the gap account. But that's different method with the personal account, with the personal loan. Now, this is I would like to explain to the employer that's having two situations. If your helper is a newcomer, so they need to pay the debt or pay the agency fee through the finance in Hong Kong. This is a procedure from the country, from the Indonesia or from the Philippines. That will be deduct our salary within 7 months. Nah, ini teman-teman semuanya mengalami kan bahwa di saat masa potongan gaji teman-teman mengalami harus membayar melalui bank, ya kan? Dan ini sebenarnya yang selalu menjadi masalah bagi majikan, dan majikan salah paham dikira kita berhutang. Nah, ini yang akan saya jelaskan ya. Ini akan saya pisahkan menjadi dua, bahwa di situ ada dua situasi, ada di saat kita potongan gaji, ada di saat kalian mengambil hutang sendiri. Nah, jadi dengarkan baik-baik. Nah，你哋聽住嘅喎，因為嗰度有兩個嗰個 situation 嘅。咁如果呢個姐姐係新姐姐嘅話，佢係需要俾錢嘅。俾錢喺邊度咧？都係銀行嗰度，或者係個 7 啦，係 7-Eleven 啦，或者喺嗰個銀行嗰個 account 嘅。咁呢個錢喺邊度嚟咧？呢個錢咧係俾嗰個佢個獎響嗰個銀行嘅。咁因為我哋如果你之前係要俾錢，係咪？嗰度要讀書嘛，係咪？咁你之前都係要讀書㗎，唔可以唔讀書㗎。個讀書咩讀書啊？都係學廣東話咯，係咪？學廣東話、學吹數啊，呢啲都係要俾錢。嗱，咁呢個咧係講緊嗰個如果姐姐要交門嘅。嗱，我知道，咁喺呢個困難咧，有啲講緊錢咧，又會變性咧好難講嘅，數運數，老運路，係咪啊？嗱，因為有啲咧，姐姐唔識點樣表達，又唔識點樣講。嗱，咁講緊錢真係好難講嘅。如果some of the employer if not open-minded, that's quite difficult for our fellow domestic helper when they are having difficulty on their financial problem, because when we are talking about money, it's quite sensitive, right? And then some of them maybe yes they are taking their private or personal loan. Why they're taking a private personal loan? This is the question. It's only the the person who knows how to answer, because every personality also having different personal need. Am I right? Nah, personality having different personality need, having different personality habits. Is it a habit, or yes, if they really need it? Some of your helper may be having a difficult to communicate with you when they are talking about the money. Even yes, of course they having a contract with you, having a salary with you, but when come to this moment, they rather to find the way out from outsider, because they already know the gap within employer and the employee is only within employment contract. Even they having a difficultness that's maybe an urgent money, they need an urgent money, so the way they try to find a solution that's to asking an outsider, just like their friend, how I'm going to settle this bill when maybe my home country just like that, they may be having an earthquake, having an they kind of flooded, and then suddenly they are losing their house, losing everything. Then they need to build up their house. They got no choice. They need the big, huge sum of money. So they are difficultness to speak up to the employer. And maybe some of the employer from the starter, when they are interview, the helper itself will asking, 姐姐啊，嗰陣時咧見面嗰陣時咧，我一早係同你講咗先啦嚇。如果你有咩事可以同我傾嘅，咁如果你真係有啲困難咧，可唔可以慢慢同我傾嘅？咁我哋揾計啊，係咪？我哋諗計嘅。咁如果講緊錢嘅話，你冇喺出邊同人哋借錢嘅喎，我冇影響我哋嘅喎，知唔知啊？因為你喺出邊借錢又令到我哋麻煩㗎啦，嗱根本咧唔需要麻煩嘅，嗱呢啲對老闆都係嘅，會有啲麻煩嘅，因為咧如果姐姐借咗錢之後走咗，或者佢又冇俾錢嗰陣時咧，係會打翻你哋嘅，係咪？打翻你哋個屋企電話，或者有人敲門啊，嗱呢啲咧做老闆咧都又唔使到激氣，都我知道你哋係會激氣嘅。咁你可以慢慢同姐姐傾下，問下佢，一般佢有咩困難，點解會咁樣㗎？你再問翻多次，點解你要咁做？Just try to talk to her nicely, ask her what is the reason. If she is honestly telling you and you could not help her to pay the debt, or either you could not help her because maybe the debt is too much, because some of them, yes, I know out there, some of them buy one person and then get along with wrong friend, okay, so that friend will be caught her into trouble, and then she's not knowing what to do, okay, so her salary is only once a month, but some of them, because get caught with the wrong mixed up with the wrong person, mixed up with the wrong friend, so caught into trouble, that kind of big trouble. If you could not help her, just tell her off nicely. 姐姐，咁我哋冇意思喎，我哋幫你唔到咁多。如果我哋幫咗你，都係幫你咁多，你點啊？咁不如咧，你坐喺度2年啦，或者你俾錢幾多有幾多，你可唔可以諗解？可以同嗰個銀行講翻你個情況，可唔可以咧？如果唔係咧，可唔可以冇影響我哋啊？點有冇諗計？你問翻你個公司啊，或者係點樣啊？嗱，this one what I like to offer the solution for both employer and the helper. That's when you are facing this kind of loan shark, or maybe your helper having a loan or taking a private loan in order to because having a financial problem to your helper. So maybe you just ask her, I'm so sorry that I could not help you for this time if the amount quite big for me, okay, as your employer, but again, would you mind if you settle your bill before you leave? What can I do for you, or idea how to deal with it after you left our house? Also, you still can settle your bill, but you also not to affect us after you leave.